In the dead of night, under the veil of secrecy and international denial, one of the most dangerous assassination conspiracies in modern African history is unfolding. At the heart of this complex and high-stakes operation is Burkina Faso's defiant and visionary leader, President Ibrahim Traoré, and his secret alliance with Zimbabwean tech inventor Maxwell Chikumbutso, the man behind the self-powered car and generator. But why is the world's elite so desperate to eliminate Traore? Why has he survived over 16 known assassination attempts in just the past year alone? And why is this alliance with an African inventor causing such a seismic quake across global power corridors? Let's unravel what might be the most powerful modern-day David versus Goliath story ever told. Recent intelligence leaks reveal a chilling plan to eliminate President Traore using a $15 million assassination fund, directly linked to Western-backed operatives. As part of the plot, $5 million was funneled into the hands of several elite members of Traore's own close military security. These soldiers were considered trustworthy, strategic, and closest to the president. What the conspirators didn't anticipate, however, was loyalty forged not by money, but by a vision for African freedom. Rather than carry out the assassination, these soldiers collected the payment and handed the full amount over to President Traore himself, a move that completely shocked the plotters. Though their plan was dismantled in real time, and the exposed Western-backed mercenaries were left scrambling in embarrassment and disbelief, this brazen attempt was not isolated. It's one among 16 other failed efforts, ranging from poisoning attempts, sniper targeting, plane sabotage, and even covert drone attacks, all designed to neutralize Traore before he becomes an unstoppable symbol of African resistance. At the core of the West's panic is a classified alliance between President Ibrahim Traoré and Maxwell Chikumbutso, the Zimbabwean inventor who defied mainstream physics by building self-powered machines. These devices don't rely on fossil fuels, batteries, or solar panels. They generate their own energy using an unexplainable but demonstrably real technology suspected to tap into zero-point energy or a new form of electromagnetic harnessing. Maxwell's inventions include a self-powered car that never needs refueling, a home generator that powers a full house without any external input, and military-grade communication and drone systems that run independently of fuel grids. While the West called it pseudoscience, Traore saw it for what it truly is: Africa's liberation technology. Sources suggest that Traore has secretly offered funding, protection, and full-scale industrial backing to help Chikumbutso commercialize and militarize his inventions, starting in Burkina Faso. If this project succeeds, it could destroy the oil industry's grip over Africa, render battery and solar tech obsolete, launch a new African defense era with drones, missiles, and surveillance systems powered indefinitely, and lead to full-scale industrialization without foreign loans or resource theft. This is what terrifies the Western world. They don't fear Traore alone, they fear what he's about to unleash. Just hours ago, violent protests broke out across Burkina Faso, seemingly spontaneous but deeply suspicious in their orchestration. Unknown youths took to the streets demanding Traore's resignation. However, eyewitnesses describe unusually aggressive coordination, with printed placards and foreign media already on the scene, hallmarks of a foreign-funded psychological operation. Meanwhile, in France, thousands of young people flooded the streets protesting Traore's leadership, despite having no direct stake in Burkina Faso's affairs. This bizarre development points to sophisticated social engineering through online manipulation, fake news, and cultural proxies, similar to tactics used in Libya, Iraq, and Venezuela before regime changes. Simultaneously, jihadist attacks surged across Burkina Faso's northern regions, killing dozens. These attacks are not random, they are strategically timed to cause instability, sway public opinion, and justify external intervention. Make no mistake, this is hybrid warfare, a lethal combination of cyber war, psychological operations, terrorism, economic sabotage, and assassination. The Western elite is not used to African leaders like Ibrahim Traoré. He is young, military-trained and uncompromising. He has refused World Bank loans, exposed the colonial traps hidden in aid packages, and banned French military operations in his country. Where most leaders would bow under pressure, Traore has shown an unshakable backbone. Consider the shocking offer from Saudi Arabia, a fully funded project to build 200 mosques in Burkina Faso. As a devout Muslim, most would expect Traore to welcome it, but he refused outright. Burkina Faso doesn't need more mosques. We need schools, hospitals and infrastructure. This wasn't just a rejection, it was a nuclear statement. It exposed how religion is being weaponized not for salvation but for control. Traore understands the geopolitical game. He knows the West and even its allies in the East have used Christianity and Islam as Trojan horses, sowing division, justifying occupation and manipulating youth minds. This rejection of religious bribes further isolated him from both Western and Eastern puppet masters, but cemented his legacy as a true revolutionary. The secret alliance with Chikumbutso opens doors that make the CIA and MI6 lose sleep. Scene 2. Vision of the future. Imagine now, drones that can hover 24/7 guarding every inch of African airspace, powered endlessly by self-sustaining systems. Hypersonic missiles that use Chikumbutso's tech to maneuver unpredictably, change trajectory mid-air and evade interception. Anti-missile shields powered by his generator tech, capable of protecting entire cities without dependence on foreign energy. Factories that run without the grid, churning out cars, weapons and communication systems in defiance of global embargoes. This vision is no longer science fiction. With Traore's backing and Chikumbutso's mind, it is now a ticking clock. The West is scared of a black North Korea or African Russia rising out of Burkina Faso, but not driven by tyranny, driven by freedom. This is a world they cannot control, a world where Africa no longer begs but leads. Because the timeline has changed. Traore and Chikumbutso are moving fast, quicker than expected. Military labs in Burkina Faso are reportedly testing Chikumbutso's systems. Underground prototypes of self-powered vehicles and drones are already being seen. With global oil prices declining, Africa's youth awakening and China reducing its African dependency, the West knows that the next 12 to 24 months are crucial. If they don't stop Traore now, they may never stop him. The $15 million assassination deal was not the beginning. It was a desperate move in the middle of a war already being lost. Traore represents more than a man. He is the first chapter in the next African revolution, one that combines military strategy, spiritual independence, and technological disruption. And Chikumbutso, he's the key that could unlock it all. A soft-spoken genius turned symbol of what Africa could become when unchained from dependency. The West is fighting tooth and nail to silence this alliance, but the truth is, they're already too late. The spark has been lit.